Hell opened on a Wednesday morning, just outside of Dayton, Ohio. It was a real horror show when the portal first unfurled. Demons and devils spilled forth in hordes, ravaging the land and wreaking havoc on its people. Their maddening cackles could be heard for miles as they carved their way through the countryside, impaling innocent men, women, and children with their barbed tridents and rusted lances. The folks around these parts ain't pushovers. Didn't take long for those of us armed with all that the Second Amendment allows to fight back, no matter how futile we believed it to be. After all, how much harm could our earthly bullets really inflict against the unholy hordes and their flaming beasts? Quite a bit, as it turned out. It seemed the demons were as surprised as we were when they started to fall. Their scaly skin and corroded plate armor no match for good old American lead. Bewildered by the effectiveness of our resistance, they turned tail and tried to flee, but they didn't make it far before the Ohio National Guard swooped in and cut off their escape through the portal. By the end of the day, we were hunting the ones that had fled into the woods for sport. Their cackles turned to cries as they pleaded with us in their foul tongue, but none were to be spared. All in all, it was a crushing loss for the Hell Spawn. Though they had claimed nearly 500 innocent lives, they had lost almost 10,000 of their own kind. Within a week, the military had built an entire city around the still yawning rift into the inferno. Though more hordes of demons had attempted to make their way through, perhaps to rescue or reinforce their first wave, they were cut down with prejudice by the awaiting armored battalions. Not a one made it more than 10 feet past the fiery threshold. Shortly thereafter, a team of SEALs, armed to the teeth, entered the portal and returned successfully. They spoke of a nightmare world beyond, populated by an uncountable number of vicious monsters, all eagerly awaiting their turn to invade the Earth. What's more, they managed to stop a set of infernal sorcerers intent on opening more gateways into our world. Clearly, this first portal was just the beginning of something greater. A preemptive strike was necessary to ensure that no such travesty would ever occur. The invasion was swift and the battle short. Though the demons were great in number, their archaic technology was no match for our machines, atomics, and modern strategies. The infernal plane was subjugated in less than a month as the great swarms of demons abandoned their home and fled into realms unknown, unable to stand against mankind's military might. Within a year, the first commercial Hades harvesters were up and running, enormous power plants, siphoning Hell's endless geothermal energy back into our world. The sudden influx of infinite clean energy transformed our world overnight as a new golden age of humanity dawned. Now, less than 5 years after the fact, we're sitting pretty in our shining towers, enjoying the spoils of a war we never imagined we'd fight, let alone win. Things really couldn't be better. Yet, despite the peace and prosperity, many fear a return of the vanquished demons and whisper that should they ever come back with technology of their own, there will certainly be hell to pay.
Thank you so much for visiting the archive today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want more archive, check out volumes 1 and 2 of the Compendium, the archive's first published collections of short stories. Safe journeys, traveler.